On March 8th, 2026, something beautiful is happening in the evening sky, and you do not want to miss it. Two planets, Venus and Saturn, are going to appear so close together in the western sky that you could cover both of them with just the tip of your finger. This is called a planetary conjunction, and tonight is the night it happens. Now here is the part that blows my mind every time I think about it. These two planets are not actually close to each other at all. In reality, Venus and Saturn are nearly 1 billion miles apart in space. If you drove a car at 60 miles per hour without stopping, it would take you over 1,900 years to travel that distance. Venus is the second planet from the Sun, hot, volcanic, and relatively close to Earth. Saturn is the sixth planet, the one with the rings, sitting far out in the cold, outer solar system. They have absolutely nothing to do with each other up there. But from where you are standing on Earth tonight, they look like neighbors. That is what makes conjunctions so special. It is all about perspective. The universe is playing a visual trick on you, and it is a beautiful one. The two planets will be just 1 degree apart tonight, roughly the width of a single finger held out at arm's length. In the grand scale of the sky, that is incredibly close. Now let's talk about who you are actually looking at. Venus is easy. It is the brightest object in the night sky after the moon. Tonight it shines at magnitude -3.8, which is so bright that on dark nights, Venus can actually cast a faint shadow on the ground. It looks so brilliant because it is wrapped in thick clouds that reflect sunlight almost perfectly, making it the most reflective planet in our entire solar system. You are not even seeing the planet itself. You are seeing sunlight bouncing off those clouds from 90 million miles away and hitting your eyes. Saturn will appear just to the lower left of Venus, glowing at magnitude 1 softer, steadier, and a little golden compared to Venus's blazing white. Through binoculars, you will notice the color difference immediately. Through even a small telescope, you might catch Saturn's rings, which are slowly tilting back into view after turning nearly edge-on to Earth in 2025. Now here is your city-by-city breakdown, so you know exactly when to step outside. You want to go out about 35 minutes after sunset. That is the sweet spot, when the sky is dark enough to see Saturn, but Venus is still high enough above the horizon. And remember, daylight saving time kicked in this morning, so your clock's already jumped forward 1 hour. If you are in New York City, step outside around 6:42 inches the evening. Philadelphia, same window, about 6:43. Boston, look up by 6:45. Washington, D.C., around 6:47. Atlanta, step outside by 6:53. Miami, look up around 6:57. Chicago, your time is 7:24. Houston, step outside by 7:27. Dallas and Fort Worth, look up around 7:30. Nashville, your window opens at 7:22. Kansas City, look up around 7:33. Phoenix, since Arizona does not observe daylight saving time, step outside by 6:56 inches the evening. Denver, your time is 7:18. Las Vegas, look up at 7:06. Los Angeles, step outside around 7:03. San Francisco, your window is 7:09. Seattle, look up by 7:16. Portland, step outside at 7:13. Albuquerque, around 7:07. And San Antonio, your time is 7:32. In every single one of these cities, face west, that is where the sun just went down, and that is where Venus and Saturn are waiting. Find a clear view of the western horizon. A rooftop, a parking garage top floor, a hilltop, or an open field all work great because these planets are sitting low in the sky. Start by finding Venus. You literally cannot miss it. It is the brightest point of light in the entire sky right now. Once you lock onto that blazing white glow, look just slightly to its lower left. That softer golden light is Saturn. Now let's talk about history, because understanding how rare this feels makes tonight even more special. Venus and Saturn conjunctions happen roughly once a year, but the exact closeness and visibility conditions change every single time. The last time they met like this was the 18th of January, 2025. Before that, the 21st of March, 2024. Before that, the 22nd of January, 2023. Back in January 2023, they were almost touching in the sky, less than a moon diameter apart, and the crescent moon even joined the scene, turning it into a triple event. In March 2024, the conjunction was extraordinarily tight at just 0.18 degrees, one of the closest pairings in recent years. And now tonight, the 8th of March, 2026, they meet again in the constellation Pisces, low and dramatic in the western twilight sky. What makes tonight feel different is the context. Just 5 nights ago, we had a total lunar eclipse, a blood moon. Last week, 6 planets were lined up across the sky at once. Daylight saving time just began this morning. The sky has been delivering one event after another, and Venus and Saturn are giving us one final exclamation point on a truly historic stretch of cosmic activity. After tonight, the next Venus-Saturn conjunction comes on the 7th of May, 2027. Then the 28th of February, 2028. Then the 24th of April, 2029. Then the 24th of June, 2030. So yes, they will meet again, but here is the catch. Not every conjunction is equally visible. Some happen too close to the sun and get swallowed by the glare. Some occur when the planets are too low or the timing is awkward for your part of the world. Tonight's viewing window is only about 45 minutes after sunset before they drop below the horizon. Miss that window and it is gone. The next time conditions line up this well for US viewers could easily be years away. Tonight is a guaranteed shot. Future ones are a maybe. Before you go outside, here is everything you need to know to get the best view. Face west. Go out 30 to 40 minutes after your local sunset. Find the clearest, most open western horizon you can. Trees and buildings will block your view since these planets are sitting low. Start with Venus, because you cannot miss it. Once you see that blazing point of white light, look just to its lower left for Saturn's softer golden glow. If you have binoculars, bring them. The color contrast between the two is stunning. If you have even a small telescope, point it at Saturn and you might catch those rings tilting back into view. And if you want a photograph, set your phone to night mode or pro mode, lower the exposure and brace it against something stable. The shot of Venus and Saturn glowing together over a city skyline or tree line at twilight is genuinely one of the most beautiful things you can capture without any special gear. 1 billion miles apart in space. 1 degree apart in your sky. That is the magic of tonight. Venus and Saturn, 2 completely different worlds on opposite ends of the solar system, lining up in your sky for one brief, beautiful moment. You do not need a ticket. You do not need a telescope. You just need to step outside, look west, and give the sky 5 minutes of your time. Set a reminder for 35 minutes after your local sunset. Walk outside, find the brightest thing in the western sky, and look just to its left. Saturn will be right there. Clear skies.